Have you ever done something wrong and thought, no one will ever know? Just a small lie. Just a small cheat. It feels harmless, right? But what if I told you? Life never forgets. It watches quietly. And one day, it returns everything back to you, exactly the way you gave it. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, in a quiet town, filled with narrow streets and small shops, there lived a shopkeeper named Daniel. Daniel was known as a smart businessman. He always smiled, he spoke politely, and people trusted him. But there was something no one knew. Daniel was not honest. Every day, when customers came to his shop, he would cheat them. Just a little. Not enough to be noticed, just enough to make extra profit. If someone bought 1 kilo of rice, they got a little less. If someone bought sugar, the weight was never complete. Daniel would smile and say, "Thank you. Come again." And people believed him. Daniel used to tell himself, it's just a small thing. Everyone does it. No one is getting hurt. But slowly, that small thing became a habit, and that habit became his nature. In the same town, lived a young boy named Ethan. Ethan was poor, but he was honest. He worked hard every day, helping his mother. Every morning, Ethan would come to Daniel's shop. He would buy flour, oil, and sometimes sugar. Daniel knew Ethan was simple, so he cheated him more than others. Poor people don't notice, he thought. One day, Ethan said something strange. "Daniel, your shop is always full." Daniel smiled proudly. "Of course. I am very good at business." Ethan nodded slowly and said, "My mother says, good business is built on truth." Daniel laughed. "Your mother is too simple," he replied. "In this world, smart people win." Ethan said nothing. He just took his bag and left. Days passed, weeks passed, everything was normal. Or so Daniel thought. One afternoon, a new man came into the town. He looked wealthy, well-dressed, confident. He walked straight into Daniel's shop. "I need supplies in large quantity," he said. Daniel's eyes lit up. This was a big opportunity. The man introduced himself as a trader. He said, "I travel between cities. I need a reliable shopkeeper." Daniel smiled wider than ever. "You found the right person," he said. For the next few days, they worked together. Big deals, large orders. Money started flowing. Daniel felt lucky. "This is my chance to become rich," he thought. But there was one condition. "All goods must be weighed from my warehouse," the trader said. Daniel agreed quickly. The first delivery came. Daniel paid full price. But when he checked the goods, something felt wrong. The quantity was less. He checked again and again. Every time, it was slightly less. Not a big difference, but enough to hurt. Daniel became angry. "This man is cheating me," he shouted. The next day, he confronted the trader. "You are giving me less goods," Daniel said loudly. The trader stayed calm. "Are you sure?" he asked. "Yes. I checked everything," Daniel replied. The trader smiled slowly and said something that froze Daniel. "I learned this method from you." Daniel's heart stopped. "What do you mean?" he asked. The trader called someone inside. It was Ethan. Daniel's face turned pale. Ethan looked at him quietly. Then the trader spoke again. "This boy told me everything. How you cheat people, little by little. How you think no one notices." Daniel felt his legs weaken. The trader continued. "So, I decided to treat you the same way. To see how it feels." Silence filled the shop, heavy, uncomfortable. Daniel had no answer. The trader stepped closer. "You didn't feel bad when you cheated others. But now, when it happens to you, it hurts, doesn't it?" Daniel looked down. For the first time, he felt ashamed. Ethan spoke softly. "My mother says, life is like a mirror. What you give comes back." Daniel's eyes filled with tears. Not because of money, but because he finally understood. All those small cheats were not small. They were seeds. And now, they returned. The traders said one last thing. I won't do business with you. But I hope you learn. They left, and Daniel stood alone in his shop. That night, he could not sleep. He remembered every lie, every false weight, every customer he cheated. The next morning, everything changed. Daniel opened his shop. But this time, he fixed his weighing scale. Properly, honestly. When customers came, he gave full weight, even a little extra. People noticed. Slowly, trust returned. But this time, it was real. Daniel was no longer smart. He became honest. And he finally understood. Life is not about what you can take. It is about what you give. So let me ask you, are you giving honesty or taking shortcuts? Because one day, life will return everything. Not more, not less. Exactly what you gave. Remember this. Small actions are never small. They are seeds. And one day, they grow. If this story made you think, don't forget to like the video. And tell me in the comments, have you ever experienced karma in your life? I read every comment, and if you want more powerful stories like this, subscribe to the channel, because the next story might change the way you live your life.